Hi fellas, today I'm explaining the Sphinx. If you ask the official science, what is the Sphinx? Who is the Sphinx? Who built the Sphinx? What it represents? The official science, Egyptology, and historians, archaeologists will say to you that the Sphinx represents Egyptian king, pharaoh of the 4th dynasty called Khafre. Okay, but there are dozens of evidences that this is not true. For example, we have the inventory stela, document from late Egyptian history, 26th dynasty, where it is described that King Khufu, who was father of King Khafre, the so-called builder of the Sphinx, fixed the Nemes headdress crown of the statue. So you see, the father of the so-called builder of the Sphinx fixed the crown of already existing Sphinx. You see, it's not possible for his son to be the builder of the Sphinx in such case. In such case, the Sphinx existed obviously before these two kings of the 4th dynasty. And then you have many pre-dynastic seals on which the Sphinx is very well represented, like these ones and this one, and my favorite, this one. This is very important because it represents the Sphinx hit by lightning in front of the two pyramids in Giza with their underground chambers containing the efflux of killed and resurrected god Osiris, like we explained in the previous videos about mysteries of the pyramids. This is maybe the earliest representation known so far of the myth about the murder of god Osiris, which happened on Giza Plateau. God Osiris killed by his brother Set. You see the lightning here. Set was god of lightning and thunder, of storms. And here you have a lion. The Sphinx originally was a lion, not a dog, not a human-headed lion figure, a lion, representing the royal power of the divine king, the god king, Osiris. Osiris ruled 30,000 years before Christ, and he was killed on Giza Plateau by his evil brother Set, god of storms. And something also very important, on these pre-dynastic seals, behind the Sphinx stands, which is still a lion, not like today, stands the inscription Henu. Henu is the name of the bark, the ship of god Osiris. The ship of god Osiris fell there, maybe with his ship, on the bottom of Giza Plateau, killed, decapitated, then he continued to exist. His crash site, where he was killed, was hidden by the building of the pyramids. And of course we have the famous geologist, Dr. Robert Schoch, dating the Sphinx to 10,500 BC. So you see a lot of evidences that the Sphinx wasn't built during the 4th dynasty like Egyptology claims. In coffin texts, texts from the 3rd millennium BC, the Sphinx is called Ruti and Aker. Both of these ancient mythological deities were represented as double lion. Ruti as double lion actually, Aker as double lion but with human heads. And this double lion was placed on both sides of the pyramids, on the eastern and the western side of the pyramids in Giza, because these two lions represented the past and the future. Shu was the light of the day, but Tefnut was the darkness and the moisture of the tomb, the underground tomb of Osiris under the pyramids. So you see, exactly on the path of the sun bark from east to west a lion, one lion, Shu, the light, and Tefnuta, the other lion from the Ruti double lion figure, on the west. I hope you understand. Maybe it's a little bit complicated for you. I will try to make it simple. And Akir is the same concept for sunlight and darkness, the movement of the sun from east to west, but through the crash site, the darkness of the tomb of Osiris. So, raising of life, but murder, darkness of the tomb, and continuation, resurrection of life, and on and on. So, originally, the Sphinx was all of this happening from east to west. That's why one of the lions was found to the east of the pyramids. One of these Ruti double lion Akir was found to the east, and there is no sign of the second one. Maybe it was on the place where Biondi claimed that he found the basis of the second Sphinx. And because of that, because in pre-dynastic times, the Sphinx was obviously entirely a lion, not with human head, but during the 4th dynasty, it was already with Nemes crown, which means he had already human head on the lion body, and was fixed by King Khufu. We suggest that somewhere during the 1st or 2nd dynasty, some of the kings, powerful kings who unified the Egyptian state, Upper and Lower Egypt, at this time they were powerful kings, the first pharaohs of early dynastic Egypt, carved his image, his head with the Nemes crown, on the head of the lion that Sphinx was originally. And that's all. That's the whole truth about the Sphinx. To sum up, the statue itself of a lion representing Osiris, killed by his brother Set on this place, was built most probably around 30,000 BC, according to our theories, as a lion body, lion head. And it was turned to this creature with human head and lion body somewhere during the 1st, 2nd dynasty. It was known as Ruti, the double lion, Shu and Tefnut, and also as Akir, double lion with human heads this time, already during the 3rd millennium BC. When, by the way, are mentioned his cords, his 2 cords, pulling cords, which means that he was also accepted as a lion who pulls the ropes of the Henu bark of Osiris. Double lion, 2 lions on the 2 sides of the pyramids, the eastern and the western, pulling cords of the ship of Osiris. So helping the resurrection of the god. And that's all. Now you know everything about the Sphinx.